So we back in the dungeon again for another video today. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Nike Air Force One beef and broccolis. Yes, y'all. Nike has been in a bag when it comes to Air Force Ones and a couple other things as well when it comes down to their lineup, like the Air Max 95, where we had the 7-Eleven inspired looking sneaker. But y'all already know the vibes. Before we tap all the way into this sneaker, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, head over to Instagram, follow your boy, the Retro Wiz Kid. Let's run that intro. Let's get straight to it, you dig?
It's a couple Jordan 1 retros and they gotta be in your collection. You just collect them, you never gon' step in. I can respect it, but that ain't for me. I gotta lace up these black cement threes and throw a little fit together. Get on the go, out, place a bid, and hopefully I can just hit forever. I'm from the bottom, I don't wanna rap, but this part about culture, you gotta be fly. Ralph Lauren with the Air Forces, put that shit on to the day that I die. Nikes over Adidas.
What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy, the Retro Wiz Kid, the shoeologist, and y'all rocking with your boy in the sneaker dungeon, y'all. Hope everyone's having a great day today. Today, we got the Nike Air Force One patent leather beef and broccolis. Now, of course, you guys know the beef and broccolis are inspired by the Timberland field boot, and here's a picture of them right here. Now, these have been a staple in the community of boots for at least as long as I can remember, G. I can't even tell you. I mean, growing up, I know hella people that was rocking the beef and broccolis, and it's just like, it's a staple, you know, it's a staple. It don't matter where you from. I feel like, especially like on the East Coast, going all the way up and down, I feel like a lot of people were wearing beef and broccolis. And then of course, you know, you got your classic Tims, the Butters and stuff like that folks was rocking. But Nike has been in a bag. We've seen the Chanel bag inspired Air Force Ones because, you know, because Vans came out with the Chanel inspired sneaker. Then we saw Nike come out with the Chanel bag inspired sneaker, but they weren't really official collabs. And then we saw the drama that came with the Nike Air Max 95 Big Bubble, the 7-Eleven joints, you know, getting sued over those and stuff like that. But this one right here is not an official collab with Timberland. This is just an Air Force One that is inspired by the beef and broccolis just because of the look of it. Now, the official release date was supposed to be July 10th. I'm not sure if they really released on July 10th. I saw them on the week of August 1st. Now, the suggested retail was 125. I got them for like 116 or something like that. And I mean, that's a decent price. That is always a decent price. Air Force Ones are always a nice go-to, and I love my low top Air Force Ones. Now, nothing crazy when it comes to the actual box. I really thought that these were going to come inside like that black Air Force One box and have like the little silver and everything, but they just came in like this box right here, the gray with the white. Now, the official name and colorway is the Air Force One 07 LV8, and this is the black spruce black colorway. And I did go true to size with the size 11. And we in there! Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord, y'all. Look, these things is fire to me, G. Fire. And I remember seeing these, I want to say around like late spring, you know, coming into early summer vibes. I saw these were posted. I can't remember what I saw them on, Sneaker News or something like that. But when I saw these, I was like, yo, G, them is crack. And I mean, you know, it has been going down when it comes to the patent leather on Air Force Ones. And I'ma always say that I feel like Undefeated brought back the patent leather on the Air Force Ones, and then I feel like the Yachties just hyped it up even more. We've seen Air Force Ones that have come out like this with this type of vibe. They had like that orange pair, kind of gave off like a creamsicle vibe, and they had the mixture of the patent leather and the regular leather on them. And then we had like the purple pair, the gray pair, and I want to say they came out with a black pair and a white pair that was kind of similar to this as well. But these right here do give off the vibes, not all the way because it is like the burgundy. I feel like kind of gives it like a different vibe than the actual beef and broccolis, but it does give off beef and broccoli vibes. And here's a picture of the beef and broccolis. I'm probably gonna sit it right here in the corner so you guys can see what I'm talking about, either over here, one of these sides. But these are really fire, and for the price point, I think that they go stupid dumb. Even if you gotta pay $125, like I said, I got like a $9 discount on them, which is okay. But yeah, man, these right here are fire. Now these do come with these big fat rope laces. We have been seeing these fat rope laces in the Air Force One realm. When it comes to Nike, I feel like, you know, people were making customs and they were putting these fat laces in, and Nike saw it, and Nike was like, yo, I'm gonna capitalize on that shit too. So then they started coming out with their own sneakers that have the fat laces, fat rope laces, and they do come with an extra pair of laces. They come with the black laces. Now, when it comes to the bottom of the sneaker is black. It is predominantly black down there. And then moving into the midsole, you got like this forest green or hunter green. I don't even know how to really describe the green, but you guys see what I'm talking about. It's that really dark green, man. I dig the vibes of it, man. I really do. And then you have this nice burgundy that makes it pop, going along the whole front of the toe area and everything, going up the lacing system and going over the back and all the way around in the back. Now, one thing that I do like is they kept it funky because they do have this patent leather black check on these. They decided to go with the Nike Air back there with the check and everything in that patent leather as well. And you do get an extra set of laces. Now, you do get black laces that do come with these. I'm not really all convinced that I would want to rock the black laces with them. And they kind of look like the black laces are thicker than the normal black laces. I could be tripping, but maybe I'm just tripping. But yeah, I wish they would have went with a different debray, you know, in the front. But hey, that's all good too. You know, you get this debray right here. I feel like they could have went with a different type of style with the debray. You know, not a patent leather check. You have a stitch check right here for the green check right here that is right here on the top of the sneaker right here, going up towards the lacing system. And then when it comes to the Nike branding on the tongue, you have the Nike Air Force One, and that is in black. So I think they did a good job with the mashup of how they did this one right here. The insoles are burgundy and green. I don't know if that's gonna really pick up. Yeah, you can kind of see it if I hold it like this. You're nothing crazy. Sock liner is black, but these go dumb, G. I feel like these are gonna hit really hard for like the fall, winter time. And you know, I still got to get a pair of beef and broccolis as well. But yes, these are definitely a vibe. Y'all let me know what y'all think about these. And like I said, we've been seeing a lot of these rope laces, especially like even just this year alone and last year. The first sneaker that comes to my mind is the Ja Morant denim Air Force One. They came with the two laces, and you know, these came with a different debray. As you guys can see, this was more of like a custom debray with this one right here. And that's what I meant when I said that maybe they might have did like a custom debray on these, because you guys can see how the debray looks. It's a little bit different, but you can really tell like the jaws are a little bit thicker, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to that sock liner and everything like that. A lot more padding around this area than this area. But when it comes to Air Force Ones, I used to go a half size down, but for the last like year and a half or so, I have been grabbing true to size because I feel like they cut the sizing just a little bit different, which has changed a lot of the Nike sneakers in my personal opinion. And like I said, they've been in a bag. I do have the Chanel inspired Air Force Ones. I am not sure where they are though. That's the real reason why I'm not showing y'all those. I'm not sure if they're over there or if they're in the closet. I'd have to look for them. But yeah, these right here, definitely a vibe. Let me know y'all's thoughts and opinions on these. Did you guys even know that these came out? And I mean, yeah, G. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go ahead and loosen these up a little bit because I want to see how they would look, like how the jaws are laced. Yeah, so there we go with a little loose lace, you feel me? Kind of like how these are when it comes to the Ja Morants, and you guys can see what I'm saying again with how the inside, you have more cushioning going around the inside of the Ja Morants than you do compared to these. But let me know y'all's thoughts and opinion, man. Definitely a vibe. I do like the way that they do the laces like this. The only thing about these is that if they get snagged on something, man, it is gonna show. But yes, like, comment, subscribe if you guys are new to the channel. Let me know if you guys knew about this release. Let me know what the latest Air Force One you have picked up if you are into Air Force Ones like I am. I appreciate you guys rocking out with your boy. Hey, for the person that wrote in the comments about yesterday's video title, I mean, duh, no shit just came out, G, when it comes to the Flint 13s. It's a video. You're supposed to title the video in a way that will kind of bring people in to watch it. Yes, they just dropped in 2026. No, I don't think they're going to come back in the next 3 years. But if you know Jordan Brand and you know how they work, 5 to 7 years, they're looking at that around 7-year market to bring those back, I feel like. And if they do decide to go on the way that they have been going and they want to repeat history, then that means that we might not see those until 2036 because we are due for a 10-year gap on the Flint 13s. But hey, it's your boy the Retro Wiz Kid. I appreciate you watching the video still, fam. The comment was hella funny to me. Until the next video, peace, love, and Laguna Beach, and I'm gonna catch y'all in the next one. Get it!
It's a couple Jordan 1 retros and they gotta be in your collection. You just collect them, you never go stepping. I can respect it, but that ain't for me. I gotta lace up these black cement threes and throw a little fit together. Get on the go, out, place a bid, and hopefully I can just hit forever.